Welcome. When we talk about food security, we often think of crop yields and grain silos. But today the definition has shifted. According to a recent report in the Hindu, the battle for food security has moved from the farm to the supermarket shelf. In February 2026, the Supreme Court of India expressed deep dissatisfaction with the slow process of the FSSAI regarding front of package labeling. The news is clear. It's no longer enough to just have food. Consumers have a right to health, to know how much sugar, salt, and saturated fat is hidden behind those bright wrappers. Simultaneously, the Madras High Court has raised an alarm over microplastics found in the everyday essentials like packaged salt and sugar. As we begin this news, we ask, is our food securing our future or is compromising our health? But why is the Supreme Court stepping in now? The answer lies in a staggering statistic reported by the Hindu and the recent economic survey. Sales of ultra processed foods in India have surged by over 150% in the last decade. We are witnessing that experts call epidemic proportions of lifestyle diseases. Diabetes and hypertension are no longer just old age concerns. They are hitting younger generations harder than ever. The petitioner in recent Supreme Court case, 3S and Our Health Society, argued that the lack of clear labeling is a direct violation of our right to health. Currently, most of us look at the back of a pack and see a confusing web of percentages and technical terms. This focus on the utilization pillar of food security, it's not just about eating. It's about whether that food is nourishing us and or slowly making us sick. With the economic survey now suggesting a nutrient-based tax and the highest GST slab for high-fat, high-sugar products, the message is clear. The hidden cost of cheap packaged food is a massive national health care crisis. If sugar and salt are the building blocks of our diet, what happens when they contain something we can't even see? Just days ago, on February 14, 2026, the Madras High Court issued a landmark directive that has sent shockwaves through the food industry. The court has ordered the Union Health Ministry and the FSSAI to mandate a specific warning in red font on all packaged drinking water, salt, and sugar. The message is simple but chilling. The product may contain micro and nanoplastics. Why this sudden move? Recent studies published in the Hindu have revealed that the iodized salt actually has the highest concentration of these plastic fragments, up to 89 pieces per kilogram. These aren't just environmental problem anymore, they are plate problem. Research presented in court suggested these particles can carry toxic chemicals like bisphenol A, which interfere with our hormones and can even affect the health of unborn children. As we talk about food security, we have to ask, is our food supply secure if it's becoming a carrier for industrial waste? So, how is the government responding to this packaged food crisis? The Economic Survey 2025-26 recently tabled in Parliament has proposed a radical shift in how we price our food. To curb the consumption of high-fat, high-sugar products, the government is considering moving all ultra-processed foods into the highest GST slab of 28% with an additional surcharge. The goal is simple: make unhealthy food more expensive while using that extra revenue to fund nutrition programs in schools. But it doesn't stop at the price tag. The survey also recommends a massive marketing ban. If implemented, we will no longer see advertisements for junk food between 6 a.m. and 11 p.m. on any social media platforms, including digital. This is a move to protect children who are the primarily targets of emotional sellings and celebrity endorsements. By aligning with global standards seen in countries like the UK and Chile, India is finally treating food safety not just as a health issue but as a critical economic priority. As the Financial Minister noted, securing our health is the first step toward securing our wealth. Now that we know the risks, how do we protect ourselves? The food industry often uses what experts call the health halo effect. This is a psychological trick where one positive word like organic, natural and gluten-free makes us believe the entire product is healthy. As of January 1st, 2026, new FSSAI regulations have finally stepped in to break this spell. Wagyu claims that like healthy or pure are now strictly prohibited unless backed by rigorous scientific trials. Even the term 100% has been banned from labels if the product contains any added ingredients and preservatives. The most important lessons for 2026 is this: the front of the pack is marketing, the back of the pack is the truth. Always look at the first 3 items in the ingredient lists, since they are listed by weight. If sugar, palm oil or maltodextrin are at the top, that health halo is just a mask. By becoming level literate, we reclaim our power as consumers and force the industry to prioritize our health, our safety over their profits. If packaged foods are the problem, what the solution? According to the Prime Minister's recent address at the 2025 Science Conclave, India must move beyond just food security to nutrition security. The answer is growing right in our backyard. Millets, or the government calls Shree Anna. As the highlighted in the Hindu in February 2026, millets are the ultimate climate resilient superfoods. They require 70% less water than rice and can grow in poor soils without heavy chemical fertilizers. But the real security they offer is in our health. Unlike the ultra processed grains we discussed, millets are naturally gluten free, rich in fiber, and have a low glycemic index, making them a powerful weapon against the diabetes epidemic. Across India, from Odisha to Karnataka, we are seeing a millet revival. Schools are now integrated millet laddus into midday meals, and the government has significantly increased the minimum support price MSP for ragi and jowar for the 2025-26 seasons. By supporting local farmers who grow these forgotten recipes, we aren't just saving our environment, we are securing a nutrient-dense future for every Indian plate. As we conclude, one thing is certain: food security in 2026 is no longer just about filling stomachs, it's about protecting ourselves. From the Supreme Court's battle for honest labeling to the alarming discovery of microplastics in our salt, the message from the headlines is a call to action. We are at a turning point. The government is doing its part with health taxes and marketing bans, but the ultimate power lies with you, the consumer. Every time you choose a millet over an ultra processed snack or a QR code to check the contaminants, you are voting for a healthier India. Don't let a health halo or a bright wrapper decide your future. Read the back of the pack, support our local farmers, and demand transparency from the brands you trust. Because in the end, a nation is only as secure as the health of its citizens. This is the viral context. Stay informed, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next deep dive. Thank you.